press this button as well. So yeah, taking a quick look at the list, there's nothing too crazy about it. Just trying to be an 8 prize gamer that has a lot of HP to get through, to be honest. There's not really much more to the deck overall. Yeah, you got some healing, you got some disruption here and there. It's just trying to win the game because your opponent can't, is essentially the idea.
I think the core difference between Duraludon that we know and this is now you actually represent the turn 2 tempo that the deck never really ever had. So it's trying to juggle that like resource game plan that it has in current standard and the fact that you now actually represent turn 2 pressure. So it's like it's normalizing as a deck in terms of it can just take 2 prizes on turn 2 and then go 2/2/2 route. But because they're so big, sometimes they just sit there and pump what's ever active, essentially, and just still represents that problem. So Duraludon's been one of these decks that I've really not even wanted to ever touch right now in current standard. But this iteration, because I see a clear like path much more easily, and the game feels much more in your control because of that V-Star power, I think you get the optimal setup to actually just have the game plan that it currently wants in standard, like quite often. But yeah, you've still got the Hyper Pots, which are really cool. You've got the Avery, which is a pain for some decks. Yeah, that's pretty much it though.
Sweet. It's definitely going to be quite boring, at least for Joe to try
Well,
and
it's
work
not going to
out.
be boring. It's going to be challenging for me. I think it'll be easy decisions for you in some turns because you're kind of just representing the wall, making it a problem.
Yeah.
It's down to me to find the solution. Right. I will begin the game.
Righty. I might get a night tonight of not having painful decisions because of...
Definitely maybe. One thing it will do is mulligan a lot because it plays 7 basics.
Yeah.
We're currently not playing the Mustard. It's something that is in some Japanese lists. Currently not ours though, because I think 250 hit points is normally bulky enough on the regular V. Or is often bulky enough.
2 mulligans.
So I will take 2 mulls and I will draw for turn. Good luck to you.
The Mustard's an interesting one. It's probably like actually, you know, not terrible anymore now that we have Arceus V-Star, so you can always craft the perfect hand. But yeah, again, it feels like it's one of those cards where you can Mustard and be flashy, or you can just get 2 Duraludons on the board and probably still achieve almost the same board setup without having to use your V-Star power.
Yeah, I totally get it, because like if you are using the Arceus to accelerate, you want it to be on a V-Max that's already established. Sure. And otherwise you sometimes have to like split your attachments and it gets a bit annoying. So I fully understand the Mustard and its reasoning. So super interesting hand, but we have to be quite resource aware in this matchup.
What matchup?
I think I will just pass to you.
Okay, I'll draw.
I think I would have done this into most decks. Maybe got a second Mew down in a lot of instances, but otherwise I'd have played this hand the same into most matchups. Getting rid of a V-Star. So we're either researching or he's got a busted hand.
Realistically, 220 is a feasible number for you. So I probably do need to quick ball again. Unfortunately, this makes it a 7 prize game instead of an 8 prize game, but I need to have access to the V-Star power next turn.
Yeah.
So I have to do that. Realistically, hopefully won't be too big of a deal, but we'll see. I'm then going to drop a double turbo here, and I'm going to get some energy cards out.
Sounds like a good idea.
We're going to go 2 and 1, I think.
Yep. Okay.
Mahone, thank you so much.
Whoa.
Raiding with a monster. 219 people. Welcome everyone. We're playing some Arceus Duraludon tonight, seeing how it fares in the new format. All of these first time chatters, welcome everyone. Playing some brilliant Stars meta today on Tabletop Simulator.
I know Mahone has played some Arceus Duraludon recently on his stream.
Mm-hmm.
We are not playing the boost shake stuff, but we're still seeing how it goes. How's it going, everyone?
Look at that amazing Zubat emote. That's a brilliant emote. Some Tricky Gym hypes as well. Welcome everyone. Yeah, this is Tabletop Simulator. If you follow that link, you can see how we set it up. Admittedly, it was for Fusion Strike, but the point still stands. It's all the same. Just with a brand new set.
Let's phone.
Jack, thanks so much for the resub. 3 months. Really appreciate it, bro.
Geneset number 2 for the 5. Let's play our Sparkle out there.
So Sparkle means we're not getting bossed, which is great, because that means we can definitely establish Mr. Duraludon. Alex, Naughty Gunter, Vagabond, thanks so much for all of the follows. Really appreciate it.
So I will evolve up and do my last Genesect for 2 cards. And we'll bench a Mew. And we'll just come in
Swinging.
and mellow KO.
Alrighty. So setting up a second Duraludon doesn't feel completely pointless, but doesn't feel amazing considering there's still 2 boss in the deck. But taking away 2 Meloetta probably caps Joe's damage for dealing with the Arceus pretty well, because it means he has to have power tablet combos. So that kind of makes me want to, if he wants to take the extra prizes on the Arceus, force him to have the
TKBK,
boss.
we're not playing Zapdos in the Duraludon list, mostly because we're just trying to represent as much meat as possible to get through. I get where your head's at with the fighting energy already coming in. Could be decent, but I think it's still leaning into that same win con that it has in current standard, where it's just a lot of beef, you know? It's just trying to represent that awkward prize trade. Jack's bench probably won't be getting any more filled than this right now, unless he wants to make another Duraludon for whatever reason. But I think in general, he just wants to make this VMAX go the distance, is kind of the plan.
For sure. Unfortunately, the energy we had to discard turn 1 means we can't use Training Court to guarantee an energy. So we have to either take a supporter plus a VMAX or a supporter plus an energy and hope to get the other piece. More likely to hit VMAX because we also have 3 Ultra Balls, 4 Ultra Balls. We actually have all 4 of our Ultra Balls. If we take the research, alternative plays are...
Duraludon also, the Slug will knock out Meloetta just with the guaranteed energy, by the way. Just laying that out there.
The slug will knock out Meloetta, but I think it opens up a lot of very nice lines for you to win this game. So I think I have to
Yes.
VMAX almost certainly. Almost makes me want to just grab the VMAX, and even if I miss this KO, how impactful is that? Well, we're definitely getting research. We're always getting research. Sorry, this is a mystery card. We might be getting a research.
Twisty.
We have 5 outs to the Metal Energy, 7 outs to the VMAX. The VMAX is so much more important. I think.
What are our opinions on Rapid Strike in Teleon? It definitely appreciates Manaphy. That's a really nice addition. Yeah, I'm pretty sad I had to get rid of a Court in my early.
We did miss the energy. Okay.
Ooh. Hog.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, I think its damage output maybe gets better if you want to play choice belts, but it should probably still just be playing its own big charms, right? Just to stay out of range that little bit more. Samwise, how's it going? Dark Dax, thanks for the sub as well if we didn't mention it. Passing. Okay. I will be roping.
Hey Sam, how you doing? Rope. Yep. So yeah,
I'll actually go here.
This attachment seems a bit weird, and obviously has punished me here. But I think I had to leave myself open to Arceus attacking last turn, which is interesting. Maybe it was always correct to go for like a DCE research play, promote this, get the energy on here. Yeah, it's interesting. Realistically, I expected this Arceus to get KO'd at some point anyway. But it would have been nice to make it harder for Joe by taking away 2 of his fusion energy. Admittedly, he is pretty close to being able to do it even with Cross Fusion Strike. Sorry, Techno Blast anyway, so it almost didn't matter, but we'll see.
Cram away one of these.
Mm-hmm. For what it's worth, this is also the first game I've ever played with this deck, so I'm learning while you're learning.
Second Geneset for 2 cards. That's Fog. Attach here. I'll sparkle. Here. And we'll Geneset for our final 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll come in and just copy Echo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's get rid of all of this chaff out of the deck. Makes sense, makes sense. Oh, lots of ball search. Everything must go. Is one of them not in hand?
Oh, not anymore.
Yeah, got it.
Unfortunately, I top decked a boss, which I think was the categorically worst card I could have top decked, which is a shame. But hey, did get
that plays plenty. It plays 3.
Yeah, we're not out of boss. It's just a little bit awkward. We'll do the 220. Unfortunately, this is kind of a somewhat wasted attack, which is a shame because it's likely that Joe just jumps in. But may want to go for like a more aggressive approach, forcing me to have ways to heal rather than just ways to hide the damage. Both plays seem
I actually think I
interesting.
can't jump on a good conscience, right? Because if you just boss the Mew with psychic energy, that's really bad for me.
It's oh dear, it's
So I
true.
think so. I think totally fine. Just doing it like this. So let's Ultra Ball away these cards. Grabbing VMAX, then Ultra Balling it away for another one. So let's shuffle that up, belt up here. This list is playing 4 fusion, 2 psychic, and a double turbo energy. And one of our psychic energies is in our prize cards, and I wasn't able to take it, which is pretty unfortunate. So I think we're going to attach here to have the most dig towards a camp stadium. Let's draw 4. Let's at least do that. And I guess it makes sense to retreat. Draw. This hasn't made it easier at all, has it? Especially when they all stick together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even do this, can I? Oh yeah, I can. I can cross fusion strike Max Miracle.
Yes.
So
For 140.
Yeah. But I lose to basically any essence of healing here. Because I simply cannot win in 2 attacks. And I will simply lose in 3 attacks from Jack.
How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? This isn't going to be useful, so let's get rid of that.
True, true.
So we have this left. We have 2 of these. Ideally want to find one of these. So I think realistically we do this one this turn. Am I missing anything in if I can't heal this turn? What can happen to me if I can't heal this turn? 1, 2, 3 powers gone.
How's it going, Mark? I don't think Mew's going to win this one. I think it's I think Jack is in a very favourable spot. He has 2 turns to find a healing card, which will instantly win him the game. Yes. Did you have boss there just out of curiosity?
Yeah, I did, but I don't have much dig left, and I only have 1 double turbo, so I can't.
So actually, if you boss me here, I just lose immediately, right? Because I've committed this, so I can't max miracle. I mean, I guess you don't know that I don't have the extra psychic.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
like,
boss. I guess boss is also in the situation where you prize the last psychic. It is also a game-winning play. Yeah, I'll just do 220.
Yeah. Let's draw. So you have a huge amount of hit points remaining. Would you have 220 remaining?
Mm-hmm.
So actually, if I had Psychic Energy in the deck, I would just win here. I would have just one here, basically. If I just attacked with this one this turn and had double energy here and could dig for tablet for game. With 12 in deck, I think that's basically always happening. You chose not to court for some reason. I guess it just means you already have energy in hand. So it's literally down to whether a Hyper Potion comes in. I guess I'll tower myself, just in case you somehow don't.
Definitely don't. Definitely forgot about Cord.
I'm not allowed to sparkle because we're aware of where our energies are. I will Genesect for 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
I will sadly fail a 4 crystal. I will Genesect for a card. This is all just basically irrelevant. I will copy... Sorry, I'll cross Fusion Strike for Max Miracle again for another 140.
So I can thin a card out of the deck and draw 1 extra card before the Marnie, or I can keep the 5 cards I shuffle to the bottom on the bottom because I know they're all not Hyper Potion.
I would probably do that.
2 of them were energy though.
Ah. I really don't know why I didn't court there.
Yeah, I know why. Hey ho.
Again, boss is game.
I'm gonna say, or I can just boss and like. I feel bad kind of bossing because it only works because this is prized. So I think in most situations,
I mean
it
that's
doesn't.
Yeah. I mean that is true. But also taking the win is kind of cool.
Oh, well,
I don't mind.
If that's the
I don't
case,
mind
then
you taking the win.
I'll probably just win, I guess.
That's why we are here. Why gamble?
Yeah, okay.
So that's a really ballsy play to make in an IRL tournament because there is that element of just the fact that you could lose on the spot, but I am forced to concede here.
Yes.
Because of this.
I actually would have hit Hyperpot anyway, so it kind of didn't matter.
Very good.
Interesting. I can
So,
see.
yeah,
I can
if
see
Psychic...
why that feels so good for Duraludon in like other situations, though.
Like I mean, I would have won the game if Psychic.
Yeah. Oh
wasn't
yeah.
lost 2 prizes.
Definitely. But equally,
here we go.
Yeah. Equally, if I can take the 2 Meloetta energy off the board straight away, that means...
Yeah, you missed a ton of attacking.
Yeah, it means you can't kill that
still...
second Arceus without digging even further. Interesting.
And how many decks can actually say that they can miss a turn against Mew and still win? Right? Basically 0.
Wouldn't have you have known the Psychic was prized because Joe failed the crystal? Joe has no reason to not grab it. Yeah, I mean... That's one of those, we were talking yesterday about like in-game reading people and stuff, and that's one of those where
I think you'd at least be sus after I attached the double turbo. You'd have to expect, because that's like such a bad
attaching the double turbo is actually the play that makes me more consider that you probably don't have it, because I think if you don't attach the double turbo, like The fact you attach the double turbo to me says it's because you need to start doing something before I run away with the game. Whereas if you know you have second psychic energy, you're probably pretty comfortable with the situation and don't mind waiting until you've got second psychic because you can just still one shot at Duraludon.
And I actually think failing the fog is never actually a tell for the Genesect player because they're constantly sometimes digging for other cards, right?
I get a mulligan, don't I? Who's going first?
I am beginning.
Cool.
You happy?
Yeah.
Okay. So this will be an interesting one. I mean, I have the outs here. I have the one blow, but it's getting to that magical number. It has been Mew's first loss in the gauntlets we've done so far. True story. Right, I will kick things off with a capture. That sounds like a good idea. Let's have a look at my urns and my energies.
Other than Mew, this is another deck. This is the first deck I've felt also recently that because of just the 60 you're playing, you can pretty easily checkmate people. Just because you say no.
Duraludon, you mean? Yeah. I think I'm keeping it low key and passing here. Yes, I will.
I wanted to go mental so I could use my Avery. Damn it. So, this isn't always correct because even with one Hound Dower on board, we are in danger of this Arceus getting KO'd, and if it does, and we haven't found double turbo off of the back of research, then I really am in a pretty bad spot in terms of pressure. So getting the second Arceus means again we're in the same situation as we were last game, where we can never realistically create a checkmate board with two Duraludon VMAXs, and because Joe has to commit 3 single strike energy and a band to one shot a Duraludon VMAX, I really want to do that. Because 3 single strike energy and a band is achievable once, but seems pretty impossible twice. We do have all 4 of our double turbos. And admittedly we also have, quick balls and ultra balls and Arceus themselves. So I think I take the Duraludon here. Oh, do we go for the... We can get rid of... I want to take the Duraludon. Let's see what happens. We'll put a cave in play. We're getting rid of a lot of supporters and our other Hyperpot, unfortunately.
Both pots. Pog.
Well, luckily this is a matchup where it potentially won't matter too much, but...
Means I might be able to get the tickle next turn on a V. But when there's no Umbreon down, I don't think it's going to be a big problem.
No. Okay, so we've missed the double turbo, which is unfortunate. Which probably means we need to get another Arceus down, which is also unfortunate.
Ryan, we played a good amount of Rapid Strike Urshifu Moltres yesterday, and I think we've actually found the opposite, that Single Strike's doing it more consistently than Rapid Strike is, at least into the Mew matchup. I think the Rapid Strike Moltres, Moltres is trying to be that bandage fix to the Mew matchup, and it's not actually enough of a fix in a lot of cases. Whereas the Umbreon Urshifu, or the Single Strike deck, has a much more realistic way of winning.
I'll pass. So unfortunately we couldn't get the Trinity charge off there. If we could have got the Trinity charge off, I would have felt super comfortable because then we can slowly build up a second Duraludon. But now we have to play with this one Duraludon tactic that we had last game, which means we're going to be under a bit more pressure, which is unfortunate. Doesn't mean it's a lost cause, but it's because I'm. There you go. Continue your turn. I'm gonna go and grab a drink real quick.
Oops. So let's damage ourselves. Genius. Let's attack. And let's bat for 4.
Two hydrates. I'm glad I got a drink. So Joe getting the VMAX here is basically the only thing I didn't want to see. Everything else I think was okay, but the VMAX here is a bit scary.
I think I. What did you do post research? You went bench, attach, play, and then some other card? Oh, you quick ball, bench, attach, play. Yeah.
I think it was an ultra. I think this was pre-research.
Ah, true. Played ultra ball for basic. I'm gonna Marnie you up in cards.
Very good, Marnie. Oops.
Let's get some cards. I'll definitely take a Hound Hour. That's nice. And let's beat you down for a couple of prizes. Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, this is bad.
I still think I need to V-Star power though, so...
Is this where the mustard would be broken?
Would I be able to do a mustard play? I actually wouldn't be able to do a mustard play. With Ultra Ball,
Quick Ball?
I'd have no mustard.
Oh, it wouldn't work, right? Yeah.
I'd need a mustard.
Ta-da!
Hand size.
6.
I'm pretty sure it's 6. Realistically, do I need to research here? What am I digging for anymore? I have no reason to dig for energy because I'm getting energy. I have no reason to dig for healing because I have discarded all my healing.
Yeah.
Realistically, the only card I need or I want next turn is probably Boss. And I don't even know that I'm not going to want that necessarily. So I think Marnie is probably better than research here. So I'll take a Mysterious Marnie. And I'll take one of these. And I'll play the Marnie. Now just don't draw all of the energy cards and we're good. You could mustard. I bench Arceus, discard the other two. Yeah, but I don't want to bench the Arceus. Yeah. But yeah, it was possible with that hand, but it wasn't a mustard play I wanted to make. Not that I even could, but yeah. Sure. That's Trinity Nova. And we get 3 of these.
A twist. So I'm really surprised you didn't go for Big Charm off your V-Star power there.
I needed this, or so it was.
Yeah, you don't need Tamani though, right? Isn't Big Charm the best card you could
Probably.
have right now?
Yeah, probably.
Like, if you're saying you don't need anything else in hand, this is like your loss condition, right? If I am able to double single strike attach and
Yeah, it
boss,
probably is. It probably is. It was probably correct.
I think I would have a much. Sorry, I'll draw for turn. I think I'd have a much more difficult time of things if you were just Big Charmed here. Like, I can see a window where I just insta win this turn if things go well for me now.
Yeah, potentially.
Let's boot this Umbreon for 2 cards.
As much as I said I didn't need anything, I literally had nothing else in hand, so I guess I would have been in top deck mode. But yeah, maybe I do need nothing else this game.
But like, I literally don't know what you like. If you have no healing, what can you actually do outside of just announce Pulverize effectively every turn now?
Yeah.
Like, what else can you actually affect?
Yeah, it was probably incorrect.
I mean, the good news is at least I didn't get an Umbreon down. Let's Crobat for 5. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hate to see it. So I'll still be Houndooming. I'll be attaching here. I'll Air Balloon the Doom. And do I want to do that now? No, I will just beat down.
Does that have a roll? Does it matter that I attach? Probably not.
How's it going, Milky?
I'll take okay.
So let's earn. Evolve. And I'll just Marnie.
So I lose to Houndoom energy here, right?
Ooh. Yeah, you would have, but I didn't. So we will Doom. the biggest piece missed was just any Houndoom out, which is really sad. Because I would probably hit you here, even though it's not enough, because now I lose to a big charm, right? You literally just can't beat a big charm here.
You can with the choice spell.
Yeah, the deck doesn't play choice spell.
Oh. Oh, if the deck doesn't play choice belt, then yeah, I never should have not got big charm. Yeah, I was playing around. Yeah, I mean I wasn't playing around choice belt, but I was keeping that in mind in terms of my damage output.
You'll go. Yeah, just looking back, I definitely think if you V-Star power Big Charm there, you are so far ahead this game.
Oh yeah, definitely. If I know that you're not playing choice belt, then it's 100% correct, because you can never one-shot me at all then. Like, it doesn't even make it hard, it makes it impossible.
Yeah. But I mean, you should have done it anyway, just because of what I could have done on a turn.
Yeah, I should have done it anyway, but yeah.
But yeah, in these games so far, Mew could have won if prizes were different, and this deck could have won had it drawn better. But this is keeping things on, like, that's the whole thing, right? This deck is keeping everything honest, being the problem.
Unfortunately, we drew a boss at another terrible time, which is pretty funny. But we have to do this because Big Charm wins us the game. We missed Big Charm. So now we might lose the game.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Oh, KO? Whatever.
Do you want
I should quick ball, because if you miss it and I find Big Charm next turn, technically it's still a...
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
You know.
Okay. I will draw. Quick ball away.
So we lose to Joe drawing a Houndoom or a single strike energy. Actually, drawing any energy. Yeah, we lose to Joe drawing an energy card.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because you're not big.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I do just win. Sorry, I was thinking I needed both. Yeah,
Damn.
There's the Doom.
So I did throw that game. That's good. Yeah, that was on me.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you literally said out loud that no card helps you in your deck, and you still went for a draw card.
Well, in my mind, I was like, no card helps me, so the best thing I can do is disrupt you. So I went Marnie, but I didn't realise that there was a card that helped me in Big Charm.
Yeah.
Interesting. That, whilst I'm not looking for excuses, again, I'm going to put down to a little bit of inexperience in terms of just knowing that the Big Charm's Duraludon sometimes probably just wins you a game outright.
Yeah, but at the same time, there will be single strikes that do play Choice Belt, which would be a harder matchup realistically anyway.
I'll begin.
And I think, as with most Arceus decks, this is going to be the first time you get to go first, right? It is a far better deck going first, because in these last two games, you've had to go double Arceus, one Duraludon. I think when you go first, you have much more license in many matchups to go double Duraludon, and that is meaty, let me tell you.
Yeah, I suppose if I get it, the matchup is completely different if I get two Duraludons up, because I can make that play and still set up another Duraludon and still make you have it.
So Arceus, like every Arceus deck in general, is far better going first than going second. You're beginning,
yeah.
2 mulligans, yeah. Okay. But this one especially because it jumps from a 220 hit point Mon going down to me having to deal with two, potentially 360 hit point Mons going down that also have an annoying blocking ability. Quite the difference, I think you'll agree.
And I'll pass. Echoing Horn will get bigger if Duraludon gets bigger. It's probably one of the better techs against Duraludon, to be honest. And Duraludon is a deck that really doesn't feel like there's many techs to pick from. So, yeah, I don't hate it. I don't know what has space for it, though. Feels like the decks like this that can tutor it out realistically can... What on earth? Hello?
Hello.
That's... Joe's changed some lists up.
I have.
Yeah, it feels like the decks that can tutor it out. Like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what deck dedicates the space to it, but it could be one of the better techs, to be honest.
Call for Famil.
Sure thing. I am a frog.
Lots of outs. Lots of outs, Jack. Lots of outs.
Lots of outs. Is this ever better on the Arceus? 310. You can't actually hit 310, especially if I take this KO. Can you hit 280 if I take this KO? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I've got a choice belt, so you need a choice belted one. We need to get ping guy out. I almost want to... No, 280 is so far off for you. I think it's better to just do this. Okay. Well, it's always this. How ballsy are we playing? Do we take 2 cards that aren't an energy and that are really sad if we miss the energy, or do we just take the 2? Do we just take the supporter and the energy? I think we just take the supporter and the energy. Because realistically we hopefully have time in this matchup to be able to set up 2 Duraludons across 2 turns, because we shouldn't be under too much pressure. I have only got 1 boss in deck if I research, though. How important is boss in this matchup? It's going to be important for picking off Lotads potentially, but we're getting rid of 1 and we have 1 boss for another. So 1's all I need.
The
maybe.
The math checks out.
Alternative plays are Marnie, which feels fine, but I could miss... Actually, what am I even looking for? Ideally another Duraludon and a VMAX. Hand size?
I have 5.
There's also this Avery staring me in the face, which is pretty funny. It gets rid of both Lotads or capture at 1 Drizzile, 5-card hand. I almost think Avery might be worth it, you know.
You haven't.
I think we'll take the Avery.
Nasty.
Oh, Avery.
Thinking.
I draw 3 cards first. You might want to read my reaction. Oh.
Ooh.
He's given me an ooh.
That is awkward, isn't it? That really is awkward. Oh, you can even heal the Arceus with the pod. I need the card draw.
I'm gonna evolve.
Let it be known that I'm a tad bit annoyed by that.
And I will take the knockout.
Very nasty of you, Jack. I will buckaroo.
What is the current win rate of this matchup? I wouldn't be able to guess where it was placed because
I also couldn't tell you.
okay.
I can have a look on Trainer Hill in a minute.
Suicune basically auto loses to this. Interesting. That surprises me. I guess it depends. I mean, they're never one-shotting you. I don't know. It surprises me that it's heavily negative for me for Suicune if it is.
Fleet card? I haven't fleet footed, have I?
Ben, you found it positive for Suicune? Well, we've got one person saying negative and one person saying positive, so let's Trainer Hill it.
Run to the hill.
You think it's because most Suicune players suck and it's very resource intensive? Suicune is 50-50 into Duraludon. Well, that ties up with one person saying it's negative and one person saying it's positive, I guess.
Checks out. Ooh. I'll be hitting you for 14.
Okay. So KOing the Lotad seems cool. KOing this active sweep. How many cards in hand?
6.
KOing the active Suicune also seems cool.
Yeah, it's a 50.61% in Duraludon's favour.
Oh wow, okay, so it is pretty 50-50 then.
It is. But I think Arceus should help the matchup considerably because of the tempo the deck now represents.
Mm-hmm. Can start chipping away with those. What's more of a threat here? Suicune or the Lotad? Or that little Lotad?
Look at him. You can't. You wouldn't.
Problem is I'm attaching these energies basically nowhere. Unless I'm... Ooh, maybe I'm just doing that. Oh, but I can't do that because I'm... I think I'll just boss the Lotad.
Nasty.
And... KO.
Look at the size of him.
I actually think one of these is incorrect.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine.
Look at the size of him. Let's do a dodgy deal.
Mm-hmm.
Grab one of these. Grab one of these. We'll play one of these. One of these.
Oh, I need to take a prize card.
Dare ya? You won't.
Wait until Jack finds out Joe added an energy drive attacker. You have a
Energy drive. You wouldn't, would you?
I can't even think of any energy drive attackers we have in format right now. Everything attacks for 2 energy, so they're useless.
Quickums.
Chat, what energy drive attackers do we have right now?
Fleet Foot.
Have we tried the scroll that does 300 for 5? No. There's an Espeon with Psychic. Okay. Shady dealings or dodgy transactions? I prefer dodgy transactions.
Attach return here.
Oh, dodgy transaction. Joe added Luminion V but replaced the text with Lele's attack. Pleasant now.
Fantastic. Let's take the only 2 prizes I will take this game.
Look at the size of him. Draw.
Look at the size of him.
Can we just
Imagine
this
this becomes a world-winning deck and it's just called the size of him. Oh, you've teched for me, have you? After I've specifically teched for you, you've decided to counter it.
hand size?
10?
Just a 10. Do I need to Marnie? What does Marnie lose me in this hand? Unfortunately, in the 9 cards we've played, we have played 2 of our boss's orders.
Chunky.
So I think I will
boy.
Marnie.
Okay. See what you're up to.
Want me to have less than 10 cards, do you?
That's your game.
Very clever.
So that's your plan.
Yeah, I'll absolutely pulverize you.
I don't doubt it. Buckaroo for no target. Candy. King and attack.
So, the one downside of Marnieing last turn was that I shuffled a potion to the bottom of the deck, which meant if Joe established a Lotad this turn, I actually was in a pretty spooky spot. But
You think I have 4 Lotads in this deck, Jack?
there's been lists that we've discussed that play 4 Call for Families. I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility. Does attaching this double turbo hurt me? No. Yeah. Well, yes. Sorry, that's the opposite of what I think.
That's the opposite of no.
So I'm just gonna get rid of all of this.
The carrier. I'd love a carrier right now.
Exactly. Who knows what's in the deck? actually do probably want to do this because the good cards are at the bottom. Am I ever setting up a second Duraludon? Probably not.
Imagine beating Jack with the power of family. This is the Vin Diesel deck.
Family.
Duraludon stronger than Vin Diesel, confirmed.
I will G-Max Pulverization.
That is the game, because I am clearly capped at a silly amount of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And a floating dice. Oh, it is big, isn't it? It's bigger than that, Chris. It is large. What am I? Umbreon Arceus. Correct.
So this is where I think we could have some interesting interactions because Arceus decks obviously play turbos, but they also typically play a boatload of what are they called? You know, the ones.
Basic energy cards.
Basic energy cards. That's the one. Who's going first? Me.
You are beginning the game, so should you choose?
I shall.
Blinking. I shall. That's how you sometimes get people to say that you get to go first. Just confuse them.
I'm gonna pass.
Ooh.
Can I actually ever get punished? Nothing can do 250 on turn 1, I don't think. Other than fire decks. Interesting. I'm holding a big charm and I'm trying to work out whether I ever should have attached the big charm. There's no reason to hold it, I guess. So yeah, I probably should have attached the big charm, but that's led me to the question of what can kill a Duraludon on turn 1.
So Ben, I prize a dark energy was in my last 2 prizes, which meant that I could own. I was capped at Max Miracle, which lost me the game pretty handily. But also, Jack was in a point where, had he had found a hyper potion at any point, I think he just wins on the spot as well. So I think he was pretty far ahead. The build of Mew we're playing is playing 2 basic psychic and 2 quartz because you're squeezing in double turbo. I'll pass. Jack. Yeah, it being in the last 2 prizes was kind of sad, but it meant that Duraludon just sat there and did its thing. Thank you, Ben.
I'll pass.
Boss pass, is it? I presume.
It'll be a boss
Okay.
pass.
A classic play.
Oh, you just had it, did you?
Just had it, did you? Bong.
So this isn't, before I even say this and get lynched for it, this isn't me saying play Phoebe in Mew, but what cards do we have in format that can get around Duraludon? There's Phoebe for VMAX decks. Single Strike can get through it anyway. Mew obviously can max Miracle. Path, yeah. There's Basic Energy. Basic Energy, yeah, they're a good one.
Counter Basic Energy is. Jeez. Broken counter play.
Look at these Basic Energy. Joe's teched for me. Look, he's playing 3 of them. It's not even a 1-card tech, it's a 3-card tech.
So I will hit you for 230.
There's no way he's playing more, right?
He wouldn't. I actually will just attach 1 here.
What? How many cards are in your hand?
Good question. 6. I ain't saying nothing. Oh, huge.
Massive. Well, we couldn't unfortunately just write this game off. I have to play the game. Oh, I spoke too soon.
It's all come crashing down. Oh, Bob.
So that is a legitimate concern with Duraludon. It plays 7 basics, and some of them aren't Arceus, so you can't V-Star and get out of the horrible, horrible, horrible situations sometimes. But still,
You hope that with the bull search it's few and far between, but yes, it is a genuine downside of leaning into exactly the V-Star power and just having 4 of your supporters. But yes.
just when the deck started to look good, yeah. That's okay, that's okay.
Where am I? Dark Arc. Basically what I've just played, but without the Umbreon that didn't even come into play. Brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that was just the deck that was in this line. You can play anything else if you want. I just...
No, that's fine. We kind of want to see it actually play out anyway, right?
Yeah. Alrighty, let's draw a card.
Yeah, hot take, but Umbreon is a dark type.
So, this time we have basic Pokemon, but we don't have energy. Which sucks.
Little sis, yes, Mew did lose a game.
Again, I see a Hooper. Is there any deck I think that can KO me on turn 1 as a Hooper? Well, a choice belted Moltres can do it. Do I ever play around choice belted Moltres? No. I just have permission to get really, really quite angry if it happens.
Correct.
I'll pass.
Permission. Now you have my permission to die. I will bench a Moltres.
Oh, God. I actually shouldn't put this here, sorry.
Okay, I'll allow it.
I'll allow it as long as it's not on the Moltres so I can still punish this play.
I do not like getting rid of 2 boss in my hand, but this is where the hand takes me.
The hand taketh. The hand giveth and the hand taketh away.
The hand hath taketh.
Deck list for Malamar anywhere? We're slowly posting deck lists on the channel. If you go back on a couple of our streams over the past few days, we've looked at a few lists.
Long story short, Drizzle looking very good compared to Cincino. Do I want to do that? It's a great question. Probably not. Hold on. Wait. Strategizing. You have 3 hand cards, but you did play an Ultra Ball. Oh, but he did play an Ultra Ball. That is canon. I will get rid of these 2 cards. I will make another Arc, and then I'll Nova to the Arc. Like this.
Unfortunately, we drew a card that means I have to make a decision this turn, which sucks.
Decisions? Duraludon Arceus hates decisions, Jack. You know that. Rapid Mally is actually next on the chopping block, so you get to see some of the list in action.
So we drew the Ultra Ball.
Drew the Ultra Ball? Insane.
Well, I actually wanted to try and Trinity Nova this. Like, I wanted to potentially forego the Arceus this turn and use it later on. But now
I'll deal with you later.
Now we're giving up energy acceleration.
I understand.
But this also seems a little bit sketch because it dies to a Zap Boot plus E-Switch combo.
Oh, the combos.
But we're moneying, so let's. So then the next question is, do we lean into the Arceus Zap Boot combo, or do we just attach the Duraludon? I think we always attach here. We lose the game if Arceus gets knocked out anyway, probably. Realistically. So we might as well just commit to the Arceus, I guess. Yeah, and we'll pass. Luckily we didn't have to V-Star power to get an energy attachment. That really would have made me upset. V-Star powering to get an energy attachment to an Arceus V-Star to then get kicked. I Marnied you in everything.
All I've done is bench a Zapdos.
Yeah, but...
And you're fuming.
Realistically. Oh! So you've drawn the perfect 2 card. You can't.
Without even using my V-Star power, yeah.
You can't. You can't.
Jack, you do know I have my own V-Star power, right?
Yeah, of course. But you've missed it.
Am I?
Oh. On the plus side, we couldn't have Trinity Novid anyway, so
Tell me the plus side.
I bet this is an E-Switch.
Unbelievable. Look at that. How did you know?
I wonder if I was ever meant to V-Star power for Switch there.
Could have. Certainly a play.
Because now I lose. Probably.
I probably should thin some cards. Let's quick ball away a Molt. Let's grab this and Ultra bung it away. for another V-Star.
Obviously, this whole situation is completely mitigated if I draw one of my 14 energy on turn 1, so I'm not feeling too bad.
Ooh, I'll give you a good kicking, Jack.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a good scooping. But... hand size?
3 cards.
Who needs boss's orders?
What's what's?
Do we play 4 double turbo? Yes, we do.
The full suite of double turbos. Because sometimes you do just do the Trinity charge and ignore the V-Star power. It's sad to do it, but it's certainly a thing. Sure doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, this hand doesn't really represent us playing all 4 of them. You're right, man.
This doesn't represent this. The shuffling going on there from Jack. Love to see it.
Pass. So, realistically, if we can dodge boss, I still feel like there's a small chance we can do something in this game.
Yes, I will hit you for 200 damage. Strategizing, don't show me the boss yet. Okay. I wouldn't attach to Zapdos anyway, but...
Yes, yes.
Promise.
No.
He's learning. Look at that. He's learning, everyone.
Get out of here.
I deserve that.
This is now 17. And this also goes up to this. Which doesn't actually help. I'm still in danger.
I'm helping.
I'm helping.
We did 200 damage because he had a 30 reduction on the Duraludon before he VMAXed.
We'll do 180 damage, please. I really have been clawing myself into this game, but I still don't feel like I'm completely dead. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, ugh, idiot. Idiot.
Malt.
Hello from South Africa. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Why on earth didn't I evolve this? What were I thinking? I'm trying to work out.
I mean, the reduction's good for you, right?
Yeah, but now I have to attack with a damaged one.
Oh, why did you attach to that one, you mean? Not evolve.
Well, yeah, but to an extent both. But yeah, I guess this is better.
I have yet to turn attach, and I am strategizing. Give me a moment. I'll turn attach here. Yes, I will give you a good kicking.
I really do wish I'd tried to win this game.
That's number Wang. Duraludon really is number Wang, isn't it?
I evolved for no real reason. Just didn't have it last turn, I guess.
Just drew it for turn, did you?
Yeah, I actually did.
That's number Wang.
Yeah, I guess I'll just attack. Just pulverize. Oh, I probably should also use the stadium again, shouldn't I? The stadium's pretty good.
How much health remaining are you?
190. No, wait.
Yes, so
Yeah.
you just lost yourself the game for no reason?
Oh, I mean, yes. For some reason, I
Okay,
thought
I had these things anyway, but yes. That is number Wang. You are dead.
Okay, so I would have lost even if I'd actually played correctly. That's good to know.
Imagine. Imagine losing despite playing correctly. That really does feel bad, doesn't it?
Again, I got... Again, it's the exact same thing we've been saying all evening. It felt bad because I wasn't able to attack with Arceus turn 2.
Yes. Yeah. Would you like to begin?
Yes.
Excuse me, sir, I will not take your card.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. Didn't know that was possible. We've all learned something today. Ooh. This hand is a treat.
Atrocious. I'll draw.
Oh, Tim, stop. You can't. I taught you that word purely for educational reasons.
I will
You
pass.
can't bring that here, Tim. That's not fair. I will panic net.
Is there something you can play to mitigate the problem of turn 1? I can't think of anything, unfortunately.
I will very calmly, Bruno.
We're already playing 4 Quick Ball, 4 Level Ball. No, not Level Ball, 4 Ultra Ball. So yeah, we're playing 1 Raihan.
Let's keep on calling, baby.
Unfortunately, it's a deck that has to do, like, when it gets into the late game, it can do all sorts, which is great. But in the early game, it doesn't have time, but it's a kind of deck that actually Sharon's Care would be pretty cool in, because it means you can get rid of the Arceus on the board. But I just don't think you have enough time in the early game to play a Sharon's Care. which is a shame.
The new Marnie is only to bench, yes. Really didn't want that card to see play, did they?
Trinity charge.
Yes.
Scared it made them more Pecco too broken.
I will Cynthia for 4. You benched Duraludon this turn or last turn?
Last turn. This weekend you have a friendly proxy tournament with the Brilliant Stars. What decks do you like right now? So far in our testing, Single Strike, Mew, and Duraludon I think have been 3 of the most successful decks. Rapid Mali with Inteleon Engine has been pretty good. Dark Arceus is one of the other better Arceus decks.
Probably should hit you for an amount, shouldn't I, really?
Single Strike like we have right now? Yeah, pretty much. Ultra Ball alone just makes the deck so much more consistent that old school builds still work great. So realistically, in this matchup, I have to be thinking outside of just having a lot of HP. The other win condition is just running you out of basic energy. So we have to play around 4 energy, 4 to 6 energy in most instances, depending on the amount of rod they play.
Riz.
Current lists of Mali play 2 rod, and we're just having to cut space to play better.
Current list play 1 rod.
Okay, so realistically 1 is a suitable count to be playing around.
Yep.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll Power Edge.
Brilliant. That is brilliant, actually. Yeah.
Brilliant. Now, obviously, Joe can be in a position where he doesn't have to use his psychic energies until he's getting a KO. So,
yeah, I'm going to number wang them back into deck as well.
So we only have 2 psychic energy to go, but Joe's not just going to throw them away.
Or
unless he wants to, please do. Actually.
Or am I going to draw Fog Crystal, Psychic Energy? Ooh. It's actually not bad at all. How much health do you have? 8.
70.
Yeah. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16.
8.
I need 5. I have benched an Inkay. I will do this for an Inkay. I will do this for a big Shadums. I will Rapid Strike Search. No, not you, Naan Bread. You. Plain incense.
Oh, use one of your psychic energy, dare you?
I will. So I need 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And that's used.
And that's used, that is. Good thing I grabbed one of these.
He was spinning around there.
He spins me right round. Drisms. I will quick shooting. Ooh, that is mental. Do I want to rebench? Yes. Thinking, yes. 4, 8, 12, 16.
Hand size.
3, 5 cards.
Thank you.
Oh, you just had it, did you?
Him.
Look at the size of him! Oh my word! He looked big from far away, but when he comes up close, he is massive.
He really is a skyscraper.
Just had it in hand, did you?
I will Gmax Pulverization. Actually, sorry, I actually should attach this, shouldn't I? Gmax Pulverization.
Pulverize. Did I tell you my favourite Pokemon's Zacian? Get pinged, yeah, for a start.
For a start.
Aspiration for 5. Have I killed you? Impossible. Let rapid strike search. For a squid. Things have actually happened that I didn't realise. Oh god. Deal. Double deal.
Am I dead?
How much do I need to do? 34?
Yep.
4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. No, if I had net, I would have the game, though. Very sad. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. We're at 32. Very sad.
The big charm helped. Pog.
So, oops. Where are we? There's 32's worth.
Hold on. That was 7 cards, wasn't it?
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's 28's worth because
Yeah.
I'm not using carrier.
Oh, I literally just said to myself. I literally just said to myself. A research would be great here. Right, let's get rid of this immediately. Oh, no, not that. No. And we'll also Crystal Cave, so let's go down to 15, please.
Sounds fair to me. Carry on.
Probably getting a KO on this one next turn, let's be honest.
This one? As in, there's another one coming. Jack, you can't.
Do I ever attach this double turbo? How does it hurt me? If I get KO'd, it means I have no energy on the next one, which gives you time.
Yeah, you don't attach. Simple as you don't attach.
Great news. Ooh, Joe, you frog. I've missed all of my Quick Balls and Ultra Balls and Duraludons after not playing any of them.
Am I a genius?
That's just not fair. I guess the other reason to play the double turbo was in the situation where I do miss those, I can then draw second Hyperpod, which is quite funny.
If you miss your 10 outs, you can hit your 1 out. That is true.
Yes, I mean it happens, Joe.
That sometimes happens.
I'll take a prize card and probably lose the game.
No, you've actually won the game because I have 2 squids here. Very sad. I have no attackers remaining because I was forced to rod turn 2 because I played both my Psychic Energy as my first 2 energy attachments.
I am a genius.
You would have died had I had this
last
turn, and you would have died if I had had this turn. Sad. Quite sad. Best of 1 really is just the tragic tale, huh?
Let's not forget, though, I did get unlucky that game.
You whiffed as well. I'm not doubting it.
Let's not forget, hello.
I was the one who was unluckiest. Anyway, we take best of 1 as it is.
Have some bonus cards. Look.
Yeah, I shall. Can I have the... Oh.
Who's going first? It is I, isn't it? Excellent.
It is you.
Certainly is I. And we have an Arceus with an attachment this time. Well, that's not an Arceus.
Wait a minute. Yo, only here for the Pointy Boys. Gifted a sub. The DG Sonic Oot. That's busted.
Great name. Thanks so much for the support. So, Joe, obviously we're only halfway through the Gauntlet.
Yeah, obviously.
But Choice Belt, talk to me. Are there any numbers in mind that you're thinking of specifically? Because I haven't felt it been...
Here's the problem, Jack. You've not been attacking with an Arceus V-Star turn 2.
5 more subs. Thanks so much. Only here for the Pointy Boys. I'm going to pass.
Tim got a free one, you frog! Oh, sorry, okay.
Can I unsub Tim? Can we...
Oh, that's... Such a Tim play.
He doesn't even like Pokemon.
Doesn't even like us for a start.
Thanks so much, Only Here for the Pointy Boys, and thank you to all of the viewers bar Tim actually for being here. All of the viewers bar Tim.
Tim's off. He was only here for the random chance of getting it.
He's off to another stream to snipe a
See
sub.
ya. Yeah. Time to lurk in someone else's. Unbelievable.
Tim, you'll definitely know this because it's what you do. Can you only, if you're lurking, can you only get subs for like one stream, or can you just have loads of streams up? It doesn't have to be like a stream you're like only one Twitch tab. If that makes sense? I don't know whether I'm making sense.
Are you saying can you lurk in multiple chats and get?
Yeah, can you just farm, like, if you watched like 3 or 4 streamers, could you have all 4 of them and still be eligible for free subs all over the shop? He's not even here to respond. He really is lurking.
He has gone.
he's gone.
You'll go.
See ya. Draw. You didn't Marnie me or anything, did you? I wasn't paying attention.
I meloned.
Okay. Melondor. So, predicament. We could attach a metal energy and only need to switch out to at least get some energy on the Duraludon. Or we could not attach and go for a V-Star play. We're actually more likely to hit a V-Star, so it's actually in our odds to just Marnie here.
I'm playing with sleeves and I got punished.
He's gone. He's just gone. He's off the camera. Hello?
Does that mean I don't have to get Marnied? Oh, damn. I dodged the Marnie.
Whoa.
Matrixed the Marnie.
So
what happens when you whiff then?
No, we hit the V-Star.
Oh.
As you can see here.
Ah, so that's your problem.
Yes, my problem is
Goody gumdrops.
not even. The problem isn't even goody gumdrops. The problem is nothing to do with my hand the following. The problem is they're all terrible, actually. Not they're all good. They're all terrible.
Oh. I know a guy who can fix that. But do you just want the tempo? Tempo.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If I were to rope you, would you promote the Arceus?
Own up.
Own up. Sorry, that wasn't rhetorical. Can we get a response on that one, please? Didn't think you would, by the way.
No.
Take the KO.
You underestimate my power.
Bet you would have been all.
Bet you would. Typically.
Oh, I've took a middle prize there. Whoops.
You genius.
There's a crap one. Can I take the one I usually take?
Hey, deal. That's yours to keep. Buckaroo.
I believe that also... Oh, we're close. I thought it took us to 40 out of 100 subs. We're on 38 out of 100 subs. When we get to 100, we get an earn mode, which is great news.
Did you hear that?
You get more of things like this, and this, and this, and maybe even this.
More treats.
And these, and that one.
So you have 3 cards in hand. But I will also not have many cards in hand. I will strategize quickly. I really don't want to get boast. I'll grab a pony. I'll incense the big man. I'll flip the marker. I'll grab this. And I'll grab that. I'll play the melon.
Tim, you really are nasty, aren't you? You just come in here and said, oh, I can use my free Twitch Prime sub somewhere else. Now, pog.
So selfish.
Nasty. Very nasty. They don't get much use because we don't stream super consistently, but I really do love our emotes. I think they're great.
Do we have any more spaces at the moment, or are we actually...
I actually don't know. I think we are capped because the next one was 75 and we stopped streaming before we got to 70. Well, we didn't stop streaming when we got to 75, but we didn't stream much after we got to 75, and now we're back down to like 30. So I don't think we have any more.
Got it.
I like your emotes not named. Some of the emotes do have weird names, yeah.
Omnipoke shoes. Omni Wooper.
I'll V-Star power. Please.
Get back over there.
I should attack you.
Unbelievable. Now, is he powering up the slug or not? Let's see. Is he revving up the big slug? No, he's mixing matching. He's ooh. Okay.
I don't know what he's done there, actually.
What's he up to over there?
The big slug.
Incense.
Imagine not powering up a slug versus a Metal Weak deck. You know. Ooh, hold on. I actually should have been... should have been powering up the slug.
I will ping here. Netums. Shadums. Boss one of these slugs. Read then.
no idea what Joe's up to right now, chat.
Strategizing mostly.
But I'm all for it. He's left. He's gone. See ya.
I will hit you for 80. What was that card you flashed, Jack? What was it? Unbelievable. Typically you, that.
Oh, he's done it. He's gone into the face of the slug. Knowing that I can't punish him. That is genius.
Why no kill? Is the question I've just heard.
How is this my hand? Yeah, it's a pretty good hand. Pair of balls. Followed up by...
You guessed it.
Another ball.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd certainly get to also attach some bonus energy. Now I've poked you, I don't need to... Well, I might not need to slug you.
Luke.
Uh, 4 and 4 is literally pointless. OG
Hey,
Grover, thanks so
Grover.
much. Really
Cheers.
appreciate it. Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Yeah. Your go.
You're happy with that, are you?
Well, yeah. 4 and 4 makes absolutely no sense because I can't ever... I'm out of energy now, so... I can't ever hyperpot them off because I can't attack. So I might as well.
Sitting pretty in the Cube League this month with Big Gigas. Oh, baby. Do love Big Gig. Hold on, stay right where you are, Damage. I'll ping here. I'll bench this chap. And I will pierce for the KO.
Mm-hmm.
Al, yeah, we're just bubbling each month. So sad.
I'm gonna slug you.
Slug.
Please.
Yeah.
If that's
That
okay.
is allowed.
If that's okay, I'd quite like to slug you.
Look at the size of it, first of all.
Your camera's just frozen as you've said that. Oh, there you go, you're back. Look at the slug of it, first of all.
I am going to Galaxy Brain Retreat.
The real question, Joe, thanks so much for the follow. The real question, Joe, is what's the next Pokemon that's going to be in a mode? If we get that.
Oh, that is a good question, isn't it? Let's do that. Let's Raihan here. Yeah, great question. Couldn't tell you.
My vote's for Mightyena, no bias.
I'll take this secretly, and I'll publicly.
What did you secretly take? Sorry, what? Oh.
It's a right hand card.
Oh, you are.
And then I'm drizzling for this.
Well, now I know it's not that.
And I will shuffle my deck and take some prizes.
Please note you must shuffle your deck. Yes, that is enough damage. Correct. I will allow you to take those prizes.
Oh, Al, you got Tangrowth in cut? Pog. Al was one of my losses. Unsurprisingly, he has a crazy deck, and it just so happens to be fire as well. Quite good against my deck. Lurvy thinks we should test the Mad Party matchup.
I'm going to G-Max Pulverization you for 2 prizes. If that's
Unbelievable.
Is that okay? That's okay.
Unbelievable.
I have just noticed I actually haven't played a draw supporter other than Amani turn 1 so far.
And you are still battering me, just for the record. Get pinged for a start.
Oh yeah, what I was saying was it means I'm hoping I have some outs left in my deck.
Hoping it all comes good.
Yeah. Have you heard of a thing called the draw supporter? Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. Thanks so much for the raid.
Adams.
Welcome.
This.
Heart of the cards for a boss, a Marnie, a research,
This.
a hyperpot. Hyperpot doesn't help. Does hyperpot help? You do 200. I go down to 80. You've done 220, so I go down to 100. You can ping me again. Oh, and there's the choice spell that really does mean it matters. Okay, we have a lot of good top decks.
And I will mandatorily shuffle my deck.
Draw! Oh, we lost the game.
Well, that is boot.
That's really frustrating. So, not that I like doing this, but we had 1, 2, 3, 4 research, 2 Marnie, even an Avery, 2 boss, 2 hyperpot. Actually, hyperpot wouldn't have helped, would it? 3 boss. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We had 10 outs in a 25 card deck, so 40% of our deck there would have meant we didn't insta-lose. Plus any of those cards, any of the turns before.
Yes.
Best of 1.
And if anything's the moral of the story today, it's best of 1.
Plus, yes, plus any of my prize cards being any of those cards as well would have been great. But hey, what was I going to say? So I need to win out to day 2, today's tournament.
I'll begin.
Joe will be beginning. I will be mulliganing. Oh, so will he. No one gets a card. Oh, you. Can I have that back, please? Ooh, yeah, thank you.
Can I read that? Sorry, I just need to know what it is.
Oh, do you want to read any of those?
No.
Oh, what about any of these? Who's going first? Who's going first?
I'm beginning the game.
You're initiating the game. What happened to my mop? Thank you very much, Kirkham. I got a haircut.
I'm still mopped up right now. Really need a haircut.
I want to go shorter, but I already got a lot off.
Take 2 freebies? Yes.
Yeah, you've just noticed my Piplup in the background? He's great.
Look at the size of him. He's about the size of a Duraludon.
I'm really scared I have a lot of random plushies that could fall with Piplup being moved, but I managed to...
It was definitely more than 1 freebie, right?
Yeah, it
You
was 2.
mulliganed 3 though, right?
Oh, no, it was 2. We double mulliganed.
I only... Huh?
We both mulliganed 1, And
I
I
thought
only
you might have
mulliganed
gone
the second
three.
time. No.
Oh, let me put this back on top and shuffle my deck because I've leveled all twice.
Have I ever had a haircut before? Yes, of course I have. What are you on about? I used to have my hair this short. The next step is getting it clippered.
You'll go. I would like to put the... Wait, would I... Damn it.
What?
I think I'm only meant to level once now because I don't have a Drizzle in hand anymore. You'll go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Attack.
Oh, you absolute frog.
No.
Wick. That's level ball.
Ooh, we're going here. Yes, this Piplup is great, Ben.
Drizzle for a fast. Oh, Bob. You haven't. Oh, no, you haven't. Okay.
Oh, the corn dog lover said it's probably because I went, ooh, when I drew my third set, that you probably thought I mulliganed again.
Yeah. That 100% is why I thought it was. Let's Marnie.
You're not Marnieing me, are you?
Get Marnied, will you?
I'm going to try play the rest of this game with a Piplup on my head.
As God intended.
God, this is liberating. Okay, so am I better off killing the Drizzile or drawing some cards? I think I'm better off killing the Drizzile. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to press let me think about Joe's deck. I haven't seen much, but I've seen a Tapu Koko, and there's only one deck that plays that. So do I need to be worried about getting KO'd this turn to the point where I need to get another Arceus out to be able to V-Star power should it all go terribly wrong? The only thing that can KO me that's usually in the lists, or that can be in the lists, I'm pretty sure is Sableye. That's not true. Because Choice Band plus Ping does it. You're finding it a bit hard to take me seriously right now? Well, I don't understand why at all. I think I should get another Arceus out. I think there's a lot of things that could kill me here. Well, not a lot of things, but I think it's not...
out of the realms.
No, and whilst Duraludon being humongous... but Duraludon being humongous might just win me the game anyway.
It is humongous.
But I don't think you can rely on it being humongous because Sableye is sometimes in the game. So let's do this.
Lord Humongous.
I will take a prize with Power Edge.
Some trivia for you, Jack. Do you know which film has the villain, Lord Humongous?
I do not. What genre?
Action.
Lord Humongous in an action film.
I guess it's an action. Yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic.
Right. Are we talking
action.
Recent film or are we talking an old?
We're not talking recent.
Oh, then I have no idea.
Oh my word!
Go on.
It's a Mad Max film. The second Mad Max movie.
Lord Humongous.
Actually, I think it's the third Mad Max movie. The Thunderdome. Oh no, it's the second one. Yeah.
This is a roller coaster. Which is rather inconvenient when you currently have a Piplup on your head, Joe. So if you can really rein it in, that would be great.
I'm gonna panic boss this.
I knew I should have
And
benched this Arceus.
I am going to Allure for 2 cards.
Alley-oop. I'll draw. Oh, and I will top deck a Robe. Which really is quite good. How much HP do you have? That's not enough. Ooh.
That's played, Jack. That's on the table.
Yes, I... all 4 corners. All 4 corners.
Ob.
God, this actually is really quite difficult. This balancing act. One of these.
What, the deck or the Piplup?
Yes.
Dragonite V? I don't know if Dragonite V is good enough.
It does more damage than I thought it did. I thought it only did... I thought it was capped at some amount. I can't remember what amount I thought it was capped at, but I thought it was capped at some amount. But it does 280, which is pretty cool.
No, it does 250, right?
Yeah, with the band. Sorry.
Yeah.
I will Trinity Nova, and I will mandatorily shuffle my deck after attaching some energy cards. This is actually starting to hurt my neck. This Piplup is actually quite weighty. I tried Dragonite and it promptly got bossed after Arceus accelerated to it. Ah. So that's the issue. It promptly gets bossed. Are we continuing to call?
Am I doing anything first? No, I'm not. I really think I should have done this on turn 1, but I'm an idiot. You'll go. I saw the tempo 90 and I pounced. But it only made sense because of my hand, and then I got Marnied, which is sad.
Didn't you money me?
Oh, I thought you Marnied me. Wait, what?
Because I had V-Star in hand and it got shuffled to the bottom.
Oh, you genius. Oh, it only made sense before my silly prize draw, I think. Like, what am I talking about? My extra mulligan.
What is going on, Joe?
My extra accidental mulligan.
My brain is melting.
Oh, just win. Get on with it.
Yes, I'll take a KO and mandatorily shuffle my deck. Duraludon is the only deck to beat Mew in the Gauntlet so far. Admittedly, it was a pretty scuffed win, but also Duraludon whiffed early game that would have meant it was less scuffed. So it was a weird game.
The Cawthorn deck has Legoed in almost every one of the games we've played with it in the Gauntlet. I think I've announced a lure quite a lot with that deck.
More than some of the other attacks. Jolt. Yep, right, this Piplup's coming off my head because my neck is killing me right now. He can... There's nowhere for him. You know how people have cat cams?
Yeah, Pip Cam.
Pip cam, thought.
Plush Cam. Oh my god. Which way you're throwing that, Jacko?
He's taking the Piplup off his head and now won't win another game. Ooh. Who's going first?
You are.
Ooh. Hi, Jack. Didn't realise you were under there.
I'll take a card.
Yeah.
%100% win rate with Piplup on head.
Draw. Let it be known. 100% win
It
rate.
was you under there. That is brilliant.
That's good stuff, that is. That is good stuff.
That is the good stuff, actually. Announcing our new member of CCG, Piplup.
Greetings. Your go.
Get countered.
Sorry, that was me doing a Piplup impression. Oh, Joseph!
You haven't.
You are a bore.
Cool, actually.
Just create a chin strap so you can wear Piplup as a helmet.
You won't.
No, I won't.
Damn, called my bluff.
Oh, right. Probably just draw then, I guess.
Pichu Piplup, the rising star of the Pokemon scene.
I've never heard Jack squeal like that before. I'm going to be really quite annoyed when you get to Path to the Peak before I can use my Vestar power.
Would I do that to you?
Yes. Let me think. What's your hand size? You didn't play
5
any.
cards.
You didn't play any cards other than that stupid Fan of Waves. That is stupid.
He's clearly one of. Just don't do one of, did you?
Question mark?
Looks really gone places this evening by the sounds of it. Oh dear.
Or I can do this. I get a switch out. Oh well, I've searched my deck now. I'll get this.
Ugh. Oh, you just had it, did you?
Right, not falling for that one again. Actually, no, I probably should fall for that one again because they're way harder to find. And a... Ooh, hold on. Avery is a card. I'll get a research.
Yes. Please. Just had to switch, did you?
Why draw 3 when you can draw 7? It's funnier.
Fetch, for one reason.
For comedy purposes. One of these and one of those. For one of these. Where are you? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh.
Ah, yes. Arceus as planned.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Did you prize 2 of your Duraludon?
Certainly going to be holding those quick balls real quick. Did I have to V-Star that turn? No, I didn't, but if I don't V-Star that turn, I end up... So the other play I could have made there was Marning, and instead of keeping the switch, keeping the Marning and leaving V-Star power open if I draw a supporter next turn so Joe can't path me. But this way, like, this hand seems stronger than a Marnie hand with the potential of... I don't know. I think this is stronger. Well, I think that stronger is the wrong phrase. I think this is less weak too. Oh, did I have to evolve? I mean, probably. Again, I want to V-Star power. I have so many stadiums. My hand was. I don't know. I'll pass. All I know is I'll pass. Did you have the V-Star? Did I have to V-Star that turn? So, what was that turn? Didn't have to evolve. Could have just... Yeah, could have just played Switch DTE Marnie. I'm never at threat against Jolteon, so maybe it just was better to go Switch DTE Marnie. And because essentially I got 2 of those cards off of the V-Star power anyway. So it was... basically all I V-Star powered there for was a research instead of a Marnie. Which sounds pretty pants when you say it like that.
I'll drizzle for a
If Joe gets fan here, you're going to be real mad. Yeah, but he's played 1 fan, and I think realistically, if I've used my V-Star power, I have to attach the double turbo because it's so much harder to find. So I think I just have to play into second fan. I don't know your opinion on that, Joe, but...
Jolteon typically plays 1 fan.
I was going to say, I don't think Jolteon plays 2 fan most of the time anyway. But I could be wrong.
Yeet.
Maybe that whole turn was wrong though, just being too scared of Path to the Peak.
For God's sake. That is the most boot research I've ever seen. Oh, come on! How is that actually possible to miss all of those cards? Oh! I think this is exactly the only combination of cards I could have hit. I don't understand. I think I unironically have about 4 other cards in my deck that I could have drawn that would have been as bad as this. What the hell?
You're not a fan of that turn, Kirkham? I mean, yeah, it...
God's sake!
It looks worse than I...
Pass. So what I'm telling you is I missed every Drizzile, every energy, every net.
And every ball.
And every ball, yeah.
Why didn't he attack me last turn? It was a play on words, Kirkham. Sorry, I am far too dense to have understood that. I get what you're saying now. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. Will ya? Thought you might.
I'm just mad about the football, to be honest.
Oh, brilliant. Probably use that. Probably one of them, I reckon. Yeah. Probably attached there. Probably Marnie. I did get the Drizzle. I actually need to do that. Oh, Bob. Am I committing the 3 shot to the active? I guess I am. Let's ping here. And hit.
Crystal Cave. No.
Hello?
What, is it a problem? Turn damage off.
Don't you dare boss it.
Could pay retreat and kill it.
I said, don't you dare.
But I think it's the better play.
Not allowed. I said, don't you dare. Oh.
Attach for turn. Is this attachment right? So attach might be better there. Okay. And I'll RKO.
Get back on that bench.
The amount of sounds we say. Well, we make.
Ping. You haven't. Oh. Please, Bob. Don't let him draw Stadium or Big Charm. Boot. Oh, even Booter. Thinking. Yes.
Wait. So I can still take a lot of damage here.
That's a lot of damage.
Actually. I am sad about an enormous amount of cards here.
I should hope so.
Hyperpod. Wait, that's... Is that pointless? Let me think. Is that pointless? Because you're just going to put me at the same amount next turn and I'm in the same situation.
Crazy.
But next turn I at least get to punch the Jolteon in the face. Rather than taking this pointless one prize. Hand size 4, so you're getting a fifth. I think this... I'll just take the prize. Oh, oh wait, it didn't matter. Ignore me. The prize changes nothing.
Ping it. Scoop it.
Oh, we lost. Well, we didn't lose, but we didn't get rid of his outs to killing us.
Ping it.
5 whole prizes, Joe. 5.
That's if I want to do that.
Oh, maybe not 5 whole prizes. Prize cards.
Because then I'm still like 12 turns away from winning.
12?
and you don't have to put anything else on the bench.
12.
Let's boss the big one.
No, he's a small one.
The small one. But he's big in this instance, that's for damn sure. Look at the size of him.
Look at the size of the Gatling slugs on him.
The slugs on him. Yes, we will hit the active for 70.
And I assume this.
Knock
Yes.
that big one out.
Oh wow, we actually drew one of the better cards
You frog.
we could have drawn there.
Ooh. I'll do your heal quickly as well.
Yeah, so I don't know how that ended up in my hand. Do I have to attach the energy first? I do, don't I?
Jay Christie, you're getting back into the game? I'm glad. What's piqued your interest? What decks do you have your eye on?
Oh wait, I can't do that, can I? Haha. Very twisty that is. That's very twisty. This might be going down to the Gatling slugs.
Oh, as nature intended. Oh yeah, like in single.
I'll pass.
Yeah, nice. Okay. I'll certainly path to the squeak. Certainly ping. Oops, I've gone.
That's great
down.
news. No, that was fine by me, actually.
That's final. Drizzile. Grabbing Cheryl to hand.
That's clever, that is.
Pressing R. And let's hit you for 100. And detonate that boy. Oh. Yeah, that worked. Oh, here he comes. Size of him.
Uh, 220.
Draw. So you are at
170.
170 remaining. That is far too much. But I will certainly Cheryl. And certainly attach.
You attach first.
We'll ping. And we'll hit. What are we going to 16?
$220.
Wickham's. One of these. Draw DOS.
Speed.
Ping. Pass.
Got you, I'm afraid.
Yep.
That felt way ropier than I expected it to.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy, I guess.
But it should, like, that should be one of the easier matchups I would have thought, just because I can heal so much damage. I'm trying to work out if I did anything wrong that game that made it harder. I took that tempo attack and then was kind of dead drawing for a while. Maybe I don't need tempo in this matchup because I have so much healing. I can always win the game if I get into the game, so I should have just tried to build a better board that you could never beat rather than try and win on tempo. Maybe that was what made that more difficult than it had to be. I don't know. It feels weird saying that after I won, but equally...
I missed that very easy turn 2 attack as well, which is sad.
Yeah.
I can't even count the amount of outs I had.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're
sad.
right, Ben. There was also the fan turn 1 that meant I couldn't attack turn 2, which isn't, like, super common.
I'll begin.
I need to watch that turn back that you said I evolved too early, Ben. You probably are right, but I need to watch it back and work out why.
If you already had the switch out in hand, you just go twin switch Marnie.
Yeah, so basically I chose to evolve and V-Star power to not
and pass
and
rather than get 5 energy out.
No. So I did that. And instead of Marnieing, like, basically, instead of Marnieing, I researched.
Yeah.
So what I should have done is just play all those cards, Marnie, and hope that I see the V-Star power on the other side. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I probably panicked for no reason there. So yeah, we're coming up to chat decides. Didn't need a V-Star that turn. No, probably not.
Fine.
Jack not going negative. Is it opposite day? I'm not that bad.
See ya.
I didn't go negative yesterday. I went positive yesterday.
Yeah, don't worry, Jack. I'm just playing to the crowd.
I know.
Your move.
Just a Josh friend. Okay, let's draw. Quite hilariously, we are going to kick things off with an Avery because I'm doing nothing else.
Oh, I'd love to select a Pokemon in this instance as well. Hate to see it.
So unlucky.
Oh, I've lost.
What do you mean?
You can pick any deck within reason. I mean, I might have to quickly whip up a deck. There are a number already on the table that we can point you towards. But yeah. What was the brick game that we had today? Was that against Dark Arceus?
Yes. Does getting a second Arceus out. Oh.
So Fetched is on the table, yes.
This is so weird. This is so weird. I can get an Arceus out here and make it way easier for you to win the game, or I can give up a turn of not attacking. and never get a V-Star power, but say you can't get through to Duraludons. To the Dons. I've made the Arceus play plenty of times today. Let's see how the Duraludon play works.
Max, you want to see some fetched in action? Yeah, we're not going to play complete memery. We want it to be at least semi-relevant. So, like, don't say Mad Party, etc. Yeah, don't say what Luke says,
Shaman
for example.
V-Star hammers Yellhorn Tropius. What?
That's a great example of things that you shouldn't say aloud in public.
In public.
Heading
to work, votes for Togekiss when the time comes. Happy testing. Thanks for joining us, Corndog. Really appreciate it.
Cheers.
How do I ban another mod?
I will rope.
Oh, he roped. Now this player looks so pants.
Right, I have to damage it while I can, right?
You've got Moltres.
Yes, that's about all I have.
Four Boost Shake, 4 Galarian Wheezing is out. I'm afraid that is out. I know Joe is playing, but I'll quickly give you a glimpse of the decks we have on offer. Again, we can rustle something up fairly quickly, but realistically, one of the decks on the table would be ideal.
I'll just hit you for 120.
That's not an obvious auto loss like Mad Party. Outside of Brickage. Draw. Hit me for what? 120?
I zig-pinged it.
Okay, cool. Fine. Fine. Fine.
Yes. How big's the tournament, Luke? That's the only question I'll ask you.
No further questions, Your Honour. How big's the tournament?
I'd like to call Rabioti to the stand, who faced him in the final, and got angry that he played a third copy of Yellhorn.
Yellhorn. Ooh.
Oh, the twisty attachment.
That's maybe way too twisty for me.
Oh. Yeah, it was the second scrapper that got him. I was trying to do the... whatever.
Amani.
I don't care enough with the grief to actually see it through.
A crystal cave. Thank goodness for that. Let's get out of range. Get out of there. Get out of range.
Never. I mean, never underestimate a Kirkham list. Never think, what's the standard count here when facing Luke Kirkham?
I'll pass to you.
It's bold. Sorry, I got excited. I don't know why this hand is terrible.
I was going to say, what?
What is there to get excited about? Let's rapid strike search them out.
Oh, I actually do. There actually is a line that I get knocked out here that really would be quite sad.
Do you really think I'm doing anything this turn, Jack? Unbelievable.
You attaching that rapid strike? Oh.
Calm down. I'll make the plays round here, thank you.
Thought was going on the Octillery.
No, I'm searching it via Artillery. Come on.
I'll Gale Thrust for 0.
You elected to use that attack, have you?
Benji comes up with the weirdest griefs.
Does tool scrappering you ever punish me? Maybe, so let's not. Seven of those, please. I'm going to flip this counter right here.
I don't believe it.
I'm going to grab a mystery card.
I'll front anything to see that little smile of mine.
And a mystery card.
It was wholesome listening to the clip of you guys all laughing at the stream. Benji. That was enjoyable. Though it was very loud.
That really is quite loud. I'll do 220, please. I like how you say there is a line Joe can make, and then he immediately puts a rapid strike energy on artillery.
You know what I really could use in this deck? A Karina's Focus right now.
The focus.
Really quite embarrassing what's going on here, to be honest with you.
Hand size?
6.
Well, I don't know whether you're right, Joe, but Karina's focus actually wouldn't help in that situation.
It would.
Certainly would.
Let me detonate this. Grab this.
Is this just unchanged from yesterday, or did you make any changes to this one?
This is the changed version.
What did you change?
We're up to double bat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. We cut. What did we cut? Baby Malt Eldegoss for bat.
Yeah.
And
Bat and second Mew. I think it was.
last
Actually, I'm
time-
playing Hooper in here now, so as a tempo E1 prize that we were lacking.
Last time Jack held me like that Piplup, it was in Leipzig. I still think I have a headache from that hangover now, and it was 5 years ago.
I hate this so much. Should I? I mean, what is even the point?
It was 4 years ago.
Go.
Boss this.
Yeah, we're out of here.
Alrighty, we're in that fabled situation again where I'm on winning in and chat gets to decide what I'm playing against.
Fabled.
The amount of times I threw up in the Pizza Hut the next day was incredible. Oh, Benji. That is horrid.
I'm happy to play Shaman V-Star, but I won't play it the way you want me to play it,
I'm
because
not
that
playing it as
sounds
Tropius.
like an absolute crumb.
Laura alerted to me something the other day, last night. We don't say forehead anymore. Do you remember when we used to say forehead? The absolute
Yeah.
forehead.
Turns out it wasn't funny and no one liked it, so we stopped.
No. I should probably go and visit the decks that we can play. Whoops.
Yeah, we mostly say old Bob instead of old Beedle now.
Oh, Bob. Yeah, Beedle's gone. Crumb I haven't heard in a long time, to be fair. You've just reminded me of Crumb.
I think Crumb gets used here and there.
Crumbs.
Certainly Crumb. Oh, why am I taking your deck away? That sent out for a game.
Right, what do you want, guys? We have various fire decks, various dark decks, various 3-prize decks, something that we've already played in the Gauntlet if you want to run it back.
Oh, we still say Frog Max. Don't worry about that.
The absolute frog. Surfetched. A lot of people saying Surfetched. Do you want to play some Surfetched, Joe?
I can play some Surfetched.
Why are there 18 entes? Because we can't work out how you're meant to build it. Every build.
And I like none of them.
Every build so far means
Beetle.
we create a new one.
Would you like to begin?
I would love to begin. Let me just type the words Surfetched. Oh, and we even have a basic Pokemon to begin the game without any mulligan. You'll have to see it. Oh, you frog. Okay, I'll draw. What on earth do I think when I see a Snorlax?
Snorlax is only in Surfetched, right?
Maybe.
Or Control.
Panicking.
The best thing about Entei is that it's almost Suicune. When you tell someone that it's Suicune that's allowed to use research
And boss.
and boss,
It sounds great.
it really is enticing. But it's also Suicune that can whiff way harder and more frequently.
Your go.
And then it really is booed.
Actually, I'm going to slide a cheeky one of these on there as well.
You genius.
Cheeky charm. It should be better than Suicune. It should be better, but it's worse.
Certainly should.
Look at the families calling out here.
Certainly using the power of family this game.
Crystal Cave. Professor's research.
Yes, yes. Wish I had a voice back of Joe just complimenting me, telling me, you genius. All day. Oh, you absolute genius.
I've changed my mind.
Glance with a Mincuno. That really is tragic. A tragic tale. We'll certainly be going to a few of the EU events. I think we're eyeing up Lille as well as Liverpool now.
Yeah, I thought that might have happened. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the KO. Get some energy cards. What? Sorry.
Hello?
Hello? Great news, I'll take a prize. Wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know whether I'll be able to get time off to do Lille and Bremen. It'll actually very much depend on when we find out when Worlds is, because at the moment I have booked 2 weeks off for Worlds, not knowing when Worlds is going to be, and I can't. I only want to take 1 week off for Worlds. No, I don't even want to take 1 week off. I want to take like 4 days off for Worlds. Actually, no. I'll probably take 5 days off for Worlds, but I can't pick the 5 days yet because I don't know which week it's going to be. So I've had to use all my holiday preemptively just to make sure I can go to Worlds.
Strong legs.
Strong leg charge. Zapper Kick is this thing's attack name. That's brilliant.
What's it called? Yeah, Resolute Spear those energies over.
You are saying all sorts this evening, aren't you? You'll say anything.
You'll say anything, won't you? You'll read the card, no matter what its name, won't you? No matter the cost. Do I want to rebench this Lax, just in case I get Marnum?
If Japan isn't open by then, you'll probably go to Worlds for a couple of days.
I will meet your mash for another fantastic word.
Mark, did you play pre-COVID? Did you like? I can't remember whether you played at all to get your invite or anything, or would you be going just for the business acumen? You have 0 CP.
What a scrub.
Wow.
So fetched is 210 hit points. Don't worry. I'm allowed to make fun of Mark because he's way better than me. And he knows it. And he knows that I know it.
Mom. Training cool.
Yes.
Okay.
How do I ever win in 3 attacks?
Something echoing horn.
Yeah, the deck has no way to win in 3 attacks. It is the game.
Joe, I've just dated a regional.
You are too large for me, Jack. That's the problem. Wanted to stream when live releases.
Uh-huh. 7-4 is
7-4 is not cut.
I
It's
mean-
just the soft
That's the target.
cut off we gave ourselves.
Interesting.
The thing is, I mean, Surfetch is really bad into Surfetch is certainly a counter deck, right? He's here trying to do stuff, and the damage cap is definitely felt against one of the biggest VMAXs in the game.
Jack, I think it's time to put Piplup back on your head. Okay. Carefully does it.
So do you want to lay out the deck and have a chat about it?
Yes. Let me just make sure Piplup is...
So what did we lose to? We lost to other Arceus decks. And we lost to Single. Single feels like a legitimately difficult matchup. Because I whiffed twice and still won.
But also, wasn't that the game I played absolutely awfully?
that's when you didn't grab the big charm for
Yeah.
no reason,
that you
which would have meant
would've-
I only whiffed once.
But I did. But I also realised
I would have been forced into double. Well, it's again like
Well,
you're
but
playing
I
around.
realised if I have big charm, you can never one shot me.
Yeah, obviously.
So
But I have to one blow twice into one VMAX to win that game.
yeah.
So yeah, I don't. Yeah, it was just obviously the best play because it was safest into not dying that turn, but also just like you said, no other card helped you in the game at that point.
Yeah.
But I still think it's dicey.
It's
Just
probably
because
one
they
of the
have-
harder ones. Yeah. I'm just saying
They-
I don't think it is as bad as I made it seem. I think I did some pretty special.
Yes
things
and
that
no,
game.
because my list isn't playing the damage buffs. So like, if I actually played choice belts, it would be a worse matchup, and I can foresee people playing choice belt.
Okay.
So I think it's a genuine difficult matchup for the deck.
Okay.
The Archie matchups.
I mean,
It's
it's
kind of weird. One
it's
of them
exactly
was a
what we
brick.
said, right? Like one of them was a brick, but they're also the best basic energy accelerating deck in the game, so it makes sense.
And they're basically always making 2 Arceus V stars against you, or they should always be making 2 Arceus V stars, which is just a lot to get through for you, like a lot of turns that they have. To do stuff.
So maybe Zapdos is good, but the problem is you start it and you lose a lot of games.
Yeah, I don't think even if it's good in the matchup that you're scared of, I don't think it does much. Avery was actually really good the one game you played it, which was quite funny.
No, I played it as a hop one game as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you also used
The one
it
game
to
it
go
actually used its effect, yeah.
like it basically checkmated me.
But
3
at the
turns
same
later by not having enough low tads.
time, I only played it because I had no other draw supporter.
Yeah, and I think it will be like that a lot.
That might not be true actually. I might have, because I think I was debating. I don't know. Maybe I did have another draw supporter, but yeah, it didn't. I didn't feel like I played it for the effect majorly.
No. So what you're saying is it could just be any other supporter that draws more cards.
Potentially, yeah. But the problem is we're already running 4 research, 3 research, 4 research, 3 Marnie. Yes, it could be a Marnie, I guess, but for the sake of variety, it probably
Could be a
isn't
mustard.
much.
We weren't really tracking when mustard was
No,
live.
not at all. Not at all.
But you had
And there were
did.
there were a lot
go on.
of games where I went down to a very, very scarily low hand. So
Yeah. But there's been a lot of the games where you've gone like second Arceus down and whatnot. And I don't know if the mustard ever changes what you can do board wise.
yeah, but you've got to think how brilliant would it be to play the first regional back with mustard in your deck. Can we...
Brilliant until it's booed. That's the problem. How many of those dead hands were you stuck into where you'd end up like clogged with one of the cards for whatever reason, and then you draw the mustard and it's not even as bad as an Avery, or like it's even worse than an Avery somehow.
There weren't
Oh,
too
well.
many unplayable hands, but then equally, like, there's also hands that you basically only want mustard early, I guess. Well, not
Yeah,
early,
you're gonna power the mustard probably.
Hmm.
But what's really good about is if you do get like the turn 1 Arceus Duraludon down, and then turn 2 UV Star and make that V max, and then evolve the other one into a V max, like in the dream scenario, then you're literally just like Exodia board, right? That's when you have the nuts,
Mhm.
and you don't have to worry about a Duraludon coming down later that could get punished, but you still need to do it because you want that next Duraludon.
Yeah, Avery definitely seems like the most flexible spot.
Avery could be
adventurous discovery if we wanted as well.
Yeah, the other interesting one was I felt like there were a lot of games that, yes, I kind of checkmated people to an extent, but it was only a checkmate if I had boss. So Palpad is a card I was thinking about, because it's also more draw supporters later, because we can't play many more draw supporters.
Or gear, like Rabs just said in chat.
The only issue I have with gear is I don't think it helps. Like, basically, I almost want fourth boss, but without playing fourth boss because it's not a draw supporter. And whilst gears kind of do that, gears are still only 3 bosses. But yeah, maybe gears.
When you said those 2 sentences, I just thought, well, that is exactly what poker gear is.
It doesn't. Gear doesn't help the fact that I felt like I didn't have enough boss to close out games.
Of course it does.
No, it doesn't, because it doesn't help if you have discarded bosses.
Yeah, it doesn't help if you've discarded bosses.
But that's what I felt like I was doing all day.
Right. But I mean, it still kind of does if there's only 1 boss left in the deck. And
Yeah, so late game it does. Yeah.
I think it's better than Pad because the deck doesn't draw that many cards. It feels like you're happy. Yeah, it feels like you're kind of, if a Research or Romani doesn't get you into another Research or Romani, you're kind of just playing the hand as it lies.
Mm-hmm.
And Palpad doesn't fill me with confidence, whereas a gear would at least be not a complete brick.
Yeah, that's true.
Kirkham adding Echoing Horn into his Shaman deck. He's got the Yell Horn and the Echoing Horn now. Shaman Trumpets. Some of the wins. Honestly, most of the wins felt pretty convincing. The Mew was prizes. The Rapid Mally was also prizes, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot that wasn't convincing win either, actually.
But Mew... Yeah, okay. I don't think it makes either of them particularly bad matchups. Like, Rapid Mally, yes, was prizes, but also I didn't get a second Duraludon down, and even, like, realistically, you only had 1 more.
No, I still had 2 Psychic. I still had 2 Psychic.
No, because you'd use your rod.
You killed one with the Psychic, but you make a Duraludon there, and it's not like you can attack me the very next turn. Because ideally, you bench a Duraludon attached to it, and then I have that 1 Psychic Energy for 2 attacks.
I guess it just means that you have to have the full 9 for both of those attacks, potentially. But yeah.
The full 9 for both.
Well,
attacks.
you just need to be able to kill a fresh VMAX the following turn, I guess. Or I guess you get a ping on it, but yeah.
Yeah, true. That would be quite difficult when I'm not suffering a knockout and able to Cynthia.
Like, yes, I know it was prizes, but I don't think.
I mean,
it was just down to price. I think it does seem still a little bit difficult to get that much damage sometimes. Maybe, I don't know.
It's a combination of my first 2 energies that I saw in the game were both my Psychics, when I had to spend into an Arceus, which feels terrible, and to pay or to keep calling, which felt terrible, and prize 2 Mally, and I even prized that net, which stopped me just one-shotting like the turn before. So it's compounding.
Yeah.
Factors.
9.
But now we're talking
9
about
is still a lot,
RNG
though.
every.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's favourable for Duraludon. I'm just saying I don't think it's such a shock that Duraludon won, because I think it will win games even without the prizing issue.
No, I'm not saying it from a matchup perspective anyway. I'm literally saying the game that we had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure.
And I'm happy to
play against Mali as Duraludon, I'm pretty sure, like you're saying. But anyway.
Does Mustard help the tempo of Mew? I'm not sure. Not from a card advantage standpoint, but just the tempo of having 2 Duraludon VMAXs that they have to get through might. Like, forcing them to get through 2 Duraludon VMAXs might just be too much for Mew.
Yeah, for sure. Because in our Mew game, I went through 2 Arceus, right?
Yeah, because I couldn't. Yeah, I
So
led
I
Arceus and
pressurized.
couldn't Trinity charge too.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, I went. Wait, did I go first or second? I went second, but I
You
couldn't
went
Trinity
first
charge.
because I Meloetta killed on 1.
No, I think I went second because you
True,
played a
actually,
super low bench.
yeah. Yeah, true.
So I think I went second, but missed double turbo, which isn't particularly unlikely. So,
Yeah,
Mew
that
still
will be
seems
how
like a
that
pretty
happens.
Mew still seems like a pretty awkward matchup because if you go first, you're probably getting KO'd, and if you're going second, you have to find your double turbo.
Yeah, I can see that. But the thing that really just scares me is if it becomes a deck, it's so easy to just play the 3rd Psychic in Mew again and play the 2nd Choice Belt and do these small tweaks that make it pretty rough. I don't know. It's definitely a much more like I wouldn't even touch it with a barge pole right now in standard, despite its like stats.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like tempted by it enough.
Interesting. Been the most successful deck so far.
Yeah. True.
Piplup was
Very
upside
true.
down this whole time. That's not okay.
Being tempted by jank as usual. Come on.
Interesting.
There's going to be those things like, it just feels bad when you're in that mid-game situation where it's down to what your opponent does to you. Like you've made your stand by turn 3, and then like there's only so much you can do. Yeah, Mark, we definitely know that Mew is the best deck. We're actually probably going to change the Gauntlet entirely for Mew, just to have only Dark and Path decks to see if it still wins all of those games. Pretty tragic. Yeah, Desvolga, don't listen to people. People are the worst. Especially when they tell you Mad Party is good. There's just no way. We've played it.
I haven't. I certainly haven't. But you've played it.
I've played it.
Sweet. Well, some interesting results.